This is the Transformers Combiner Wars Generations Legends class Autobot Powerglide. And the figure, let me show you the packaging. The figure is part of the first wave of these Generations Legends Combiner Wars figures. And here's the box art. And obviously, an international release with the different languages. 3 modes: alt mode, bot mode, and weapon mode. 10 steps. Yeah, international packaging. Alright, and he comes with a nice trading card. No bio at the back, it's just your regular Transformers Generations dynamic logo. I wish there was a bio. I mean, it is a trading card. Anyway, keep it here. And here he is, the Generations Legends Powerglide, and the thing looks awesome. I'm so glad Hasbro redeemed themselves with this figure for Powerglide. We've had several Powerglide figures, a couple at least, in the past. We've had the Universe Powerglide, Transformers Universe Powerglide, which was a Voyager class figure. I mean, strictly speaking, if the assuming the natural laws of physics do apply in the Transformers cartoon, Powerglide should have been a Voyager class figure because he was able to lift Optimus Prime. He was a big jet. He was he a Warthog, an A-10? I don't know, but not even sure if it's an A-10 or whatever. But it was a jet. And for some reason in the cartoon, he was a minibot that could transform into a huge jet and transform back into a minibot, just like Megatron transformed into a gun that Soundwave could hold and enlarge himself as a robot mode. So you just suspend your disbelief and just take it the fact that some of the Transformers have the power to, just like Ant-Man, can increase their size and reduce their size, whatever. Anyway, so that Voyager class figure was a bit of a flop. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't that bad, but you know. Then Hasbro tried to redeem themselves by giving a movie Powerglide, which was I don't know if it's a Scout class or a Cyberverse Commander figure. So definitely not a Legend. This was a Cyberverse figure from the Dark of the Moon, and it was a sort of like Cyberverse Commander. It was okay. The alt mode was very G1, but the robot mode was still movie-ish, Bayverse, movieverse type of Powerglide. So fans were still, okay, we can take it, but please give us a legitimate Powerglide. So I'm glad they did it with this one, and I'm going to keep this in the background so you can see the scale. He's a minibot, scaled perfectly for the Chug line, for the Classics, Henkei, Universe, Generations line, just like here with Reveal the Shield Jazz. He's great. That's how he looked like on the show, and glad Hasbro got that one right. So if you're still trying to figure out what kind of size is he a real Legends class figure, this is the class. This is how a Legends class figure usually stands up. So it's very small, but Hasbro released a sort of in-between line in-between scale between the Scout and the Legends class figure, and it's called the Generations Legends 2-pack figure. They came with minicons, and that's the same scale that Powerglide is in. So for all of you size comparison junkies and scale obsessive scale collectors, that's the scale of Powerglide. It's perfect. Okay, don't complain too much about it. Okay, now how does he scale with the other Combiner Wars figures, the aerial bots, for instance? I have not opened up my aerial bots, but I could probably show them to you in packaging, which probably will achieve the same effect. So he's sort of like a Target Master to them, a little bit smaller. It would be perfect, a Nebulan Target Master, but that's what he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be like as the card back said, he's supposed to be like a weapon for one of the Deluxes, or for the Gestalt, or for one of the Voyagers. speaking of Voyager class figures, here he is with Silverbolt. This thing is amazing. I mean, it brings back a lot of memories of G1. Let me see, get the light out. And that's how he stands. So, very good scale for a Voyager class figure. Anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about the figure after 5 minutes of babbling. Very, very nice. Very true to the G1. Very G1 accurate. I mean, as accurate as can be. The only thing missing is like the opening panel here to reveal his heart, if you've seen that episode. Just get the lighting right. So that's the only thing missing, but everything else is spot on G1. Well, yeah, we'll get to that in a while. Paint apps, great. If you're looking through several Powerglides on the shelf, consider yourself very lucky. The Autobot symbol is the one that's most questionable for me. The Autobot, the red logo is okay for most figures, but it's the silver background that's really a little bit messed up. There are some that have the angle a little bit too acute, too much of a V, that they cut into the logo, not really cut into the logo, but it does not follow the chin. The chin of the logo in a very parallel way. It sort of skews up and a little bit of a V like that. That's a minor complaint. I mean, there's no bleeding, there's no smearing or anything like that, but that's just it. And then the blue, the electrospark or electrostatic blue, whatever, all spark blue that they use, can sometimes a little bit be messy for some of the figures, but other than that, it's great. Paint apps are great. The red plastic they use, spot on Powerglide red. I don't think they could have gotten any better than that. Okay, articulation for the figure. He does have a swivel neck. Thank you, Hasbro. Mainly due to transformation, but it's still a swivel neck. I wasn't sure they were going to give him a swivel. At first, I thought, yeah, it's fine. You know, generation legend. But then transformation, definitely awesome. Ball jointed shoulders, hinge elbow because of transformation. He's got a ball jointed hip, ball jointed knee because of transformation, and a hinge ankle because of transformation. So let's get him into his alt mode. I do have a few issues with him in transforming, but it's very minor. First up is the way the legs join. You're supposed to connect them like this. Yeah, like put the thighs in a V formation and then connect them. And they don't stay very well. They easily pop off. But again, a minor complaint. The next minor complaint I have, probably the last one, is this one. The way the arms fold and the way this tab is supposed to click onto that hole. It is a pain just to get it there. Because it's not level, it's not properly level. You'll have to squeeze it on the back. Like I said, you'll have to squeeze the tab from the back, enter it from the back, and then just push, insert it in up to the front. So you got to make your way from the back without popping it off. Insert that peg right there from the back, slowly, gently find that hole, and then slowly insert it. And once you have it snug like that, then it's fine. Or you could just pop off the shoulders and just insert it. Either way, it will work. Go ahead and rotate the head so that his face gets covered in alt mode, and then you form the front part of the fuselage or the nose cone. Very nice. More light, please. Fold the wings down, just like the show. I mean, just like on the show. And there are pegs right there for these peg holes that tab in nicely. Okay. Go ahead and fold these out. And then the entire front part of the cockpit will stretch out this way. And this panel is going to tab in right here. Go ahead and stick out this landing gear. You're going to need that when he becomes a gun. That. And there you go. Cobra! I'm kidding. He does remind me of the Rattler for some reason, but the Rattler does have the thrusters right here for VTOL. But that's what Powerglide reminds me of. So there he is. There is Powerglide in his A10 alt mode, I think. A10, I think, at least. Very nice, very cute, very small. It's very stable. Nothing too fancy. There's the rest of the alt mode. The landing gear, what am I saying? He doesn't have any weapons because he transformed into one. Anyway, just, wish they'd give him a small gun, whatever. But they didn't, so there he is. Very, very nice. Even the paint apps on the jet, just great. Now to transform him in gun mode, very easy. What you want to do is you want to fold these wings down like that. And this is the blaster. The thrusters, the rear thrusters is going to be the blaster, and these two are going to be additional blasters. You're going to slide these turbines or these engines down like that. Just make sure they're okay. And they form sort of like a tri-barrel gun, right? And then go ahead and tab these and fold them just as you would in robot mode to reveal the Macross Robotech missiles, which I thought were pretty cool. Oh yeah, this is a wonderful piece of ammunition. Look at that, our wonderful piece of artillery. And the Combiner War figure should be able to hold it this way. Either the Gestalt or the Deluxe class figure or the Voyager class figure should be able to hold it this way, I think. I'll do another review. I'll put this one in the review with when the Gestalt is. I've opened up the Superion Combiner War figures, whatever. We'll see. So there he is. Very, very nice. Anyway, let's get him back into his robot mode. So, Powerglide. Very nice. Should you get him? Again, it's up to you. If you love Powerglide in the old cartoon, you're happy with the scale, you're not one of those, oh, it's not G1, it's G1's the best. I mean, if you're okay with some updated versions of your G1 classic figures, then this is a perfect figure for you. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm so happy with it. This thing is going to get a 10 out of 10 for me. Just a wonderful figure overall, and I'm glad Hasbro did it. I hope they continue to do more of the G1 figures in these new generations format figures. I'm just very pleased with the way 2015 is looking. I hope the Gestalts or the Combiners don't disappoint. So anyway, there he is. I hope you've enjoyed this video review. A little bit long, I apologize, but the first one, so it's going to be a lot shorter for the others, I hope. Please check out my posts on Instagram. I show my toy sightings here in Manila. I post on Twitter. I tweet all my recent toy purchases. If you want to know what I purchased, check it out on Twitter. And check out all my videos on this channel, on YouTube, Chefatron. This has been the Transformers Combiner Wars Generations Legends class figure, Autobot Powerglide. Thanks for watching.